John Mackey's Vancouver Sun. We're here on the last day of Ted Harris Paints being open. It's got one of the great neon signs of Vancouver, built in the late 1950s by Wallace Neon, which used to be next door. And it's about a 10-foot by 15-foot wide sign. And Ted Harris Paints has been here since 1947. The Harris family has been involved in the same building in Hastings Street since 1920. Bob Harris, who's Ted Harris's son, is retiring, so they're actually going to give up the building, and we're going to talk to Bob inside.
Hi, I'm Bob Harris, the current owner of Ted Harris Paints. We've been in business in the same location here since 1920 when my grandfather started here, and actually been selling paint since about 1947. Actually, my family lived in the back room, including myself, until I was about 10 or 12 years old, and since that time it's been strictly paint. This was our first generation label. The product was called Hairtight, combination of Harris and titanium, which is one of the major ingredients in paint. After this label, we changed slightly, still kept the name Hairtight, and went to a full wraparound label rather than the spot label. And then after that, we went to the just the brand name Ted Harris label, just to make it a bit easier to the name of the company and the name of the paint that would be in the same name. It was easier to market. This was one of our original offices. Here we had a window here that looked into the retail part of the store, and this desk here, this is half of a partner's desk that we had. Several years ago, when my father decided he needed a separate desk in different offices, he took a chainsaw to the partner's desk. So we have half of it here, which I'm using, and half is in the other office, and both of them working very well after 50 odd years. This is our Stylecraft color card. A lot of people come in the store and they say, boy, how modern of Ted Harris Paints to have a retro scene in their color card showing retro colors, etc. What they don't understand is this is the exact same color card that we used in 1960, and we just put them on the shelf and kept them for 50 years and brought them out again when they came back in vogue. Shows some of the colors that were popular then and now with the retro look. Well, this is behind the retail store where we have offices now. These used to be our bedrooms back here. Now there are different offices, washroom. Then we come into what's now our lunchroom, and it used to be our kitchen here. This is the original tile when I lived here. Space for the fridge over there, sinks. It's basically still original stuff that we've had for 67 years. This area was our living room when we lived at the store. Now it's a storage room for paint. Keeping such things as our little sample cans here. We've got over 1,000 colors in little sample cans. This is a tinting carousel here. We use it to tint the 1,000 odd colors that we can make. It has a graduated scale that we pull up and down to measure off the exact kind of paint. This is what's been used to tint paint for the last, at least 20 years. When I first started the paint business, when I was about 5 or 6 years old, my job was to sit in the basement with a 50-pound bag of dry color and repackage it into 1- and 5-pound packages, which we'd sell to the customers, because there's no such thing as these dispensers. The painters would actually tint their own paint using these dry colors. Maybe. Thanks for the business, Bob.